Hello everyone, Jose of your Fish Keeping. It's been a while since I gave you an update on my fish room, which is my living room. This picture frame there was not meant to be there, but it just got caught in the shot. As you come into the apartment, this is primarily what you see. I have on the right here, quarantine, grow out tank, breeding tank, treatment. So there's basically 7 tanks, 320s, 310s, 1 5.5. These are the tanks that we're looking at. These are primarily, I have 4 display tanks. The other ones are as I described. Pictures on the wall, they are glass metal and glass art, and I thought they were nice, so I incorporated them into this whole theme here of the fish room. This is a 65-gallon tiger barb tank. Some cups here at the top that my nephew Alex in the Dominican Republic does a lot of graphic art stuff. He did this cup from Salient Aquatic. I got it from him, and some of the other ones here. Alex worked on Salients on Jesse's logos, and I asked him to make a cup for me with both of his logos. The background is my tank, one of my tanks. And this is one that he gifted me with a picture of one of my some of my Discus there. The 65-gallon tiger barb tank, there's a whole bunch of them there. And this is Big Fatso here. I had 2 of them together, and they were kind of there's one more dominant one, and I had to separate them. This is a planted tank, as you can see, all natural plants in this one, and the tiger lotus in the middle there has recently done very well. At some point, the loss of his leaf. I do inject CO2 on the planted tanks, and these tanks have been set up for a while, for several years, at least for close to 5. And it's been a stable tank. I really have not had the aggression issue with the tiger barbs. As I say, I have some long fins fish there, including a large angel, and they don't seem to bother anyone. They can be opportunistic. If they see a sick fish, they will hone in on that sick fish. The red-tailed shark one time seemed like he was sick, and they were pecking at him. He was on the floor, and I had to separate him, treat him, and return him. It's been over a year. This is my 90-gallon tank. It is all artificial plants in there, a mix of plastic and silk. And this white sanded tank was inspired by geophagus. It was mostly done for their benefits, and I am so glad I did, because since I did it, I do not have to clean or do any kind of vacuuming to the sand. The bottom dwellers and the geos do a very good job, and the FX6 maintains a good flow, and I can do. I have never needed to clean it. There's the large angel yet there. There's a mix. The reason why I went with all artificial plants here is because I have quite a few of Buenos Aires tetras, the Congos, and the Odessa barbs. They do like the plants, and this African leaf fish there, I originally ordered 2. One did not make it in shipping. I have 2 others that you'll see soon that are still in quarantine. They are very peaceful, just ambush predators. With small species, they're opportunistic. So the reason why I didn't get them before, because I had cardinals in most of my tank. This is the 120 Discus tank. Currently there are 18 Discus in there. Some other ones are separated, growing out, and treatment and breeding. These tiger lotus have done really amazing in this tank here. There's slightly 2 varieties there. One has much darker, stronger leaves, and I just keep trimming the taller ones. They are growing nicely. Some of the fish here are 4 of them. We're born here at the house. This current pair is laying eggs. They're currently on wiggler stage. They're laying eggs all the time, but I just let nature take its course. Occasionally, I will separate a pair out and try to let them breed. This other pair, they're the blue one. They also are watching eggs. So there's constantly a frequent event of egg laying. Sometimes I have 2 or 3 couples. The 60-gallon cube here is a very mixed small barbs. I have 1 geophagus there, 1 large angel, and a mix of rams. The Bolivian rams, I have two, and I found that all the rams, the Bolivian rams, they seem to be almost bulletproof. They are the most hardy of all of them, and it varies with the time that you can keep them. There's a pisto there at the bottom. There's a couple of others hiding around, some males, some females. It's a very active, stable tank also. As you come into the house or the apartment, this is basically what you see there. My quarantine treatment and breeding tanks here, these 6 that I described before, these fish are currently in quarantine. I have the same tank that you're looking at right now. I have some fries of some crevensis fries at the bottom there. And the tank below that is a 20. I have this ram, black ram. I have kept some of them in the past. I always try to keep some, but sometimes they vary. They may last a year, a few months, whatever I can, but I try to keep one. This large yellow one recently I had lost, which I've done a video before on it. I lost one of those yellow ones. I just got to replace. I really like that particular one. I have this tank cover. These have fry there, and they are very protective, so I was trying to become cover. The male, the yellow one, if I have to get my hand in there to clean, he'll not try to attack me, but he will just keep his body between the cone and my hand, and he'll just follow my hand with his hand against the body. This pair, I'm just increasing, adding, overfeeding, because they just have a little bit waste. And this crevensis here, they have eggs again, so I just have them alone there. This blood red Discus also is in quarantine. It is this beautiful blue one, which when I saw it, I did not go in intention of buying any. A blood red, and this blue one, it's a mix. They really could not tell me what the mix of it was, but I just love the blue coloring with the few fine red lines. So this guy, somebody when they saw him, they said describe him as a beast. He is a pretty yellow one. This is one of the babies that we're looking at the front. They are 12 months old right now. I have 4 of them in the tank from a large clutch that 2 of them had. That's one there in the center. I think it's the same one. And this one I put in the tank recently, had finished quarantine. This tank, as I said, currently has 18 Discus in there. There's, I think, 6 others, a total of 28 with the ones that are outside of it. And once they're done with the process, okay, these are the 4 of them as I pointed them out. They're exactly a year old, and they are a little bit over 3 inches, about 3 inches or more or less now. The Discus, they do love the tiger lotus blonde. They hide in between there during the night when they're sleeping, and at some point they just kind of keep them to themselves when the other ones are with eggs and breeding at the opposite end. But they're pretty peaceful, gentle, beautiful creatures. I like the colors mostly, and I choose them for that. They often will pair off with whoever they wish, not necessarily true to the variety, but I don't breed for profit. If it happens, it happens, and most of the time I wind up giving any prize that I have, giving them away. I really don't have the time, the tank space to grow them out. So these eggs, of course, they last a few days until they're finished off, or whether the parent eat them themselves when they see that they're in danger, but they will eventually not make it. Generally, all the large tanks are filtered by FX6s. I do about 80% water change on all the tanks. This is what I've always done. Don't really have any issues with the large volumes. I do keep them overstocked on purpose. That's my preference. But I do not have an issue. Some of them will get sick over time. That is normal. I treat them. They do fine. some will do. This was one day, this was towards the end of Christmas. The ladies on the floor decided to have a little bit of tea time there and spend a number of hours just chatting, who knows about what, but I joined them at some point and had a cup of tea with them. Thank you so much. I hope this is a great year for you and a healthy one.